Okay, so we are adding depth to over blonded hair. And I want to show you what we're talking about here. So this client specifically is looking for a better grow out, more long term. We can see there is a line of demarcation from here to here that is pretty heavy. It looks like whatever low light was put in from here to here just didn't retain properly or didn't diffuse enough. And she mentioned that she feels like she maybe has like two different looks or colors that it's not matching, right? So a lot of blending is what we're looking for. So I did basic root retouch her entire head as far as her four quadrants are concerned, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I brought that down past the line of demarcation. I combed that through. I'm gonna go back through and apply the lattice in those spots, but for time's sake, I'm actually gonna do my top foils before I apply that lattice down here. And so I can get those processing, but in that time frame, go ahead and sit back. You're sitting back all the way, relaxed, perfect. In that time frame of while this processes, I'll go back through here, but I will show you what the lattice is and how we utilize that effectively. You can see it right here, right? So, Tabby, if you want to get up close here. So this is our weave low light, right? You can see I've covered her line of demarcation to about here with my formula. And then I have done a pick up one, drop one in a large weave pattern, and I've just diffused that with my fingers through about here, which is the top 1/3 section of the hair. And then the other portion that I've left out, I diffused to about here, which is the bottom 2/3 portion of the hair, right? And so this is gonna break up that visible line of demarcation. So I'm gonna do a weave here, a weave pattern. I'm actually gonna reverse weave, so I'm picking up what I'm leaving out. I'm gonna put that to the side here. All right, Tabby, do you wanna move around? I don't know what lighting is best, but I'm touching up my foil here, a little tiny bit of product you can see, starting at least an inch away from the root if I can. Sometimes you're gonna need a smaller, sometimes I'll use like the half Framar brush here, but this is fine for right now. Thumb and middle finger, creating tension, turning my brush vertically instead of horizontally to start pulling some of that hair into the foil, creating some tension, using my product to really hold that hair down and just nudging it up into the crease of that foil there, bringing the tail of my what's left out portion to the side, doing a tri-fold and bringing that all the way to the top, using my thumb and forefinger here to put some tension. Never here, just here, right? Because we don't want to squish that lightener out. So I have what I left out from my foil, and I'm taking about a 1/4 inch section here. You can see all right, so I'm gonna do a large pattern, a large pickup and drop pattern. So I grabbed 4. Last time I did 3. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do before I do that? I'm actually going to root this. So not too much product here. Use that into the root, making sure I'm pulling down and away because I don't want to disturb the foils underneath. Just breaking through that line of demarcation very carefully, using my middle and pointer finger to diffuse that. I can feel the paint start to dissipate in between my fingers as I glide it down the hair shaft. I'm looking for no globbiness. I want to make sure that we are not leaving any excess because that could create splotchiness in the look. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up one, drop one, pick up one, drop one, that kind of thing. That looks good. So I'll leave that as my top 1/3. Actually, I might do the reverse. Yeah, I'm gonna do the reverse. I'm gonna leave these 4 pieces as they are, diffused right past that line of demarcation. And I'm gonna use these 3 pieces to bring my depth down a little bit farther, and make sure that you're not putting too much product on your tint brush because that could create globbiness and fall into the hair below, obviously. So that's gonna rest like that. In between every stroke with my fingers, or every application, every slice, I'm cleaning my hands here because you want to make sure that you are not getting any transfer of product onto the rest of the hair. So, and that is essentially our lattice pattern right there. We're adding depth into hair that's been over blonded. And I'm just gonna continue that pattern all the way through. And my formula that I'm using is Alpha Parf Colorwear. I'm specifically using Colorwear for her. Colorwear is the Demi. And I'm using it at a 1-to-1 with 20 volume. I believe my formula is a 7 and a 7.3. And that's 20 volume 1-to-1. And that's gonna give her just a little bit of warmth, a little bit of glow, but this product is naturally cool toned. So I'm not afraid of the 7.3 at all. And then my lightener is a BB7 and 20 volume, or it's a Easy Lift 7 and 20 volume. This has a bond builder in it. I'm not afraid of feathering over the previously blonded portions because of how gentle this lightener is, and I can feel the fabric of her hair, her integrity's there. Go ahead and push that to the side, do my trifold. And that is it. That is the basic pattern for our adding depth here, and one of my favorites to use. So when I go through her quadrants here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, not section 5, I'm gonna take large slices and I'm gonna do a large weave pattern. I'll post another video which is just lattice, and I'll do that next. So, all right, I think we are good, Tabby. Thank you so much.